Breaking news. Your panic attacks might be sponsored by air pollution. Wild, right? But what if the planet is choking, and we're all just inhaling its anxiety? Think about it. We're glued to our screens, watching the world burn through glitchy TikTok memes, while the very air we breathe could be messing with our minds. Is your anxiety really just in your head? Or is it in the air, the water, and the constant stress of modern life? Stick around, because we're about to uncover the shocking truth and give you the tools to hack your brain back. You're trying to stay calm, but it feels like the walls are closing in. You can't escape the air you breathe, and what if that air is the problem? Research is starting to show a scary link. One study found that long-term exposure to air pollution is linked to a 40% higher risk of depression. It's like we're living in a worldwide unauthorized science experiment. Upbeat, cheesy infomercial voice. Are you tired of feeling calm and well-rested? Do you wish your daily commute came with a side of existential dread? Then you need Toxic Air TM. Our unique blend of industrial byproducts and vehicle exhaust is specially formulated to spike your cortisol levels. For a limited time, we're even adding extra anxiety particles, absolutely free. With Toxic Air TM, you're not just breathing, you're experiencing the modern condition. Get yours today, whether you want to or not. Normal voice. Okay, joking aside, the reality isn't funny. For so many of us, this is daily life. Take the typical Gen Z experience. You're doom scrolling through climate news on your phone, feeling that heavy weight of eco-anxiety, and then you step outside into a smoggy city. It's a perfect storm for burnout. Or what about young professionals in major cities? They're grinding away, trying to climb the corporate ladder, only to be hit with what some are calling executive panic attacks. They're making the money, but they can barely breathe. Imagine your boss, instead of offering a promotion, just hands you a new gas mask. Great work on the Q3 reports, Johnson. Here's an N95. The air quality index is brutal today. It's absurd. But it feels just one step away from reality, doesn't it? The humor helps us cope, but it also highlights the madness of it all. We're being told to hustle harder, but the environment we're hustling in is literally making us sick. And it gets deeper. Have you ever felt like you can't focus, like your brain is a browser with 100 tabs open? We're so quick to pathologize ourselves thinking, maybe I have ADHD. But what if it's not your attention span? What if it's your air quality? Emerging science suggests a link between environmental toxins and symptoms that look a lot like attention deficit disorders. When you see a split screen of a chaotic, polluted city versus a calm, green forest, you can feel the difference. Your nervous system feels it. And here's a thought that might bring you some relief. It's not just you. It's the system. Realizing that your struggle isn't a personal failure, but a response to an unhealthy environment, is the first step toward taking your power back. You're not broken. You're reacting. So, how do we fight back against an enemy that's invisible? We start from the inside out. It's time for the Daily Mental Detox. This isn't some expensive, complicated routine. These are simple, powerful actions you can take every single day. First, a 5-minute breathwork ritual. When you feel that anxiety creeping in, stop. Take 5 deep, slow breaths. Inhale calm, exhale the noise. This is your personal air filter. Second, journaling your toxic thought emissions. Get a notebook and write down the negative thoughts. Seeing them on paper strips them of their power. Third, digital detox micro-actions. Set a timer and go device-free for just 15 minutes. Let your brain reset. And finally, the most powerful tool, reframing. Stress isn't just a villain. It's a signal. It's your body's way of adapting to a threat. When you reframe anxiety as your internal alarm system, you can start working with it, not against it. Side effects of this detox may include inner peace, clarity, and a dramatic reduction in panic attacks. When the world feels chaotic, we need to look to those who found strength in adversity. Think about Nelson Mandela. He spent 27 years in a tiny prison cell, but never lost his spirit. He reframed his confinement as a time for growth and reflection. He didn't just survive, he emerged a leader who would change the world. His resilience wasn't about ignoring the hardship, it was about finding meaning within it. Or look at Greta Thunberg. She felt immense eco-anxiety, a feeling many of us share. But she didn't let it paralyze her. She channeled that anxiety into action, sparking a global movement. She turned her greatest fear into her greatest purpose. Their stories teach us a powerful lesson. If Mandela could find freedom in a prison cell, if Greta can turn anxiety into a global force for change, you can survive your overflowing inbox and the smog outside your window. So, here's the big question. What if your resilience could be the vaccine against modern chaos? What if every time you practiced a mental detox, you weren't just helping yourself, but you were building a stronger, more adaptable mind? This isn't about escaping the world. It's about learning to thrive within it. You have the power to transform stress into strength, anxiety into action, and fear into hope. The journey starts now. Thank you so much for watching. If you want more mental hacks that actually work, make sure to hit that subscribe button. We're all in this together, and I'll see you in the next video.